We have some more words to go. Mummy gives you money to spend. When you come back, you'll tell her, Mummy, I spent all the money. Or I spend only a bit. I have some left over. So spend. Okay? ENT spend and here spent. Past participle also spent. Another word we have here is spill. You spill something, ink, water, milk on the floor, spill. You spilled. I spilled some milk. Past participle also spilled. But you can also say spill, spilled. Okay? Two ways of saying. So you spilled something. Spill, spilled. But you can also say spilled. Ed. Same thing here. You will say you have spilled. Spilled some milk, or you can say spilled. Either. Both are correct. Then we have sweep. You sweep the floor. Mummy says sweep. You swept the floor. Past also same. Sweep. Sweep. Swept. For this past participle also swept. Sweep and swept. Swell. You fall down and you hurt yourself and your hand, leg, it swelled up. So you say swell, swelled. And the past participle you will say, now the wound has swollen. Swell, swelled, swelled you can say, but you can also say swollen. Swell. Swell, swelled. And in the past participle, you can say swelled, but you can also say swollen. If you have a wound or if you have a boil, the boil you can say swelled up. Swelled. What happened to the boil now? Or the wound swollen, you can say. Now we have few more to go to. Let's look at in T letter the words here. Teach. The teacher is teaching you. When she finishes the class, she says, yesterday I taught you. Teach, taught. For the past participle also, taught. Teach. Teach, taught. And taught for the past participle also. Teach, taught. Then we have tell. You tell a story. Then you say told. Telling. Then told. And for the past participle also told. So tell. Tell, told. Told. Think. You're thinking of something, some idea. You thought of the idea. Think, thought. Think. Thought. Past participle also thought. Think, thought, thought. Then you have travel. You travel from one place to another. Travel. Travel, or you say, I'm traveling to, say, Bombay. So you say, I have traveled. I have traveled to Bombay. Traveled. traveled, and for the past participle also traveled. Travel, traveled. Then we have, in W we have few words like weep. Weep means cry. Your pet dog dies and you will say, my pet died, and you weep. You say, yesterday I wept bitterly for my pet. Weep, wept. You weep, wept, and then you, for the past participle, also wept. Weep, wept. Then you have wet, wetted. Wet. You wet your dress. Mama, I'm sorry. I wetted. And same thing, wetted here. Finally, we have the last word, work. You work. You worked. Both, you are working now, so you work hard. You worked. For the past participle also, worked. Now let's look at all the words we have done in the week. We're talking about the week verbs. Spend, spent. Spill, spilled, spilt or spilled. Sweep, swept, swept. Swell, swelled, swelled. You can also say swollen. You bang your head somewhere, then you get a swelling. Swelled, swollen. Teach, taught, taught. Tell, told, told. Think, thought, thought. Travel, travelled. Weep, wept. Wet, wetted. Work, worked. So that comes to the end of the week verbs and the three forms.